All right, everybody, Joe Vito here with Vito and Dollenmaier Law, and I'm happy to have a guest, our intern, Kirill, who's here for the summer. He's been doing a lot of work around the office, helping us out, and one of the things he's been doing is some research, and he researched the new law that the Illinois House and Senate passed that's waiting for signature and should be signed by the governor here pretty soon regarding e-bikes and e-motors and e-scooters, and he's going to talk a little bit about that. And it is World Cup fever going on right now, and our guest is a resident and actually a certified reporter for soccer in the area, so we're going to take a little bit of time to talk about that at the end. But Carol, why don't you go ahead and tell us what was the law before with these e-bikes and e-scooters that we see everywhere?
So electric bikes, electric scooters, electric motos are what we call micro-mobility vehicles. And until now, there's been rather loose categorization of them. Effectively, they were structured into three classes. Class 1 contained vehicles that have a pedal assist feature and can go up to 20 miles an hour. Class 2 had vehicles that still can go up to 20 miles an hour but have a throttle assist feature, meaning that the engine powers this electric bike or electric scooter even when the rider isn't pedaling. And then in Class 3, again, only pedal assist, but with speeds up to 28 miles an hour. That was as far as the categorization of micromobility vehicles went in Illinois until this new law.
And the regulations that were out before this law, were they statewide? Were they haphazard? Were there any? Like what was the situation before this law started getting, well, it's not passed yet. It may be passed by the time people see this, but what was the categorization before?
Well, Joe, there was minimal state-level jurisdiction as far as regulation of these vehicles went. Local municipalities had the right to set their own regulations, so what you see in Schaumburg might be different from what you see in Rolling Meadows and in Roselle. And it created a whole lot of complications where some towns had stricter regulations, other towns had looser regulations, and then riders and people involved in collisions involving these vehicles didn't know what the rule might be. So effectively what this new law has done, it's standardized it for the entire state.
Okay, yeah, I mean, we've seen so many of these cases in the last couple of years of people getting hit. You know, the Lime company would rent them like divvy bikes kind of thing. So what does the new law do? I mean, what's the difference now? What are we looking forward to in the future here?
So as far as those three existing classes are concerned, which deal with vehicles going up to 28 miles an hour, Class 1 and 2 will have a new age restriction of 15 years old. Still don't have to be a licensed driver, but you do have to be at least 15, so riders younger than 15 are not permitted and subject to sanctioning. And then Class 3, which of course is those 28 mile an hour limit vehicles with pedal assist features, you have to be 16 years old to operate one of these. But the major changes are happening with regards to the vehicles that can go faster than 28 miles an hour.
Okay, and I mean, I just foresee this going to be a problem for a lot of parents and kids out there, because I mean, you see these kids whipping around on these scooters all the time, and most of them probably aren't 15, but you know, when the new law goes into effect, sometimes it takes a little time for people to acclimate to it and to, you know, get under its enforcement. But let's talk about that third category that you were talking about, the vehicles that can go over 28 miles an hour. What's the big change there?
Well, this was the area that was least regulated so far. These three classes that I mentioned earlier, they've existed for years now, but with recent technological developments, there's an increasing amount of what seem to be micromobility vehicles, your standard electric bikes, electric scooters, and so on, but can go at speeds that are more akin to a motorcycle or even a car. So effectively, starting January 1st, 2027, pending the governor's signature, these vehicles will be reclassified as motor vehicles. And that'll come with everything that owning and operating a motor vehicle in the state of Illinois entails.
So are we talking like registration, insurance, the whole motor vehicle code?
Yep.
Like, what are we talking about?
Exactly. The motor vehicle code will apply in full. That includes drunk driving laws. That includes effectively all the laws of the road. Also important for operators of these vehicles, while they will still be allowed on designated bike paths and sidewalks, they will only be allowed to do so if they're operating at speeds under 28 miles an hour. If they exceed that benchmark, they must use the road, just like cars, just like motorcycles, and they have to be a licensed driver in the state of Illinois, have to be registered, and for vehicles purchased after that cutoff of January 1st, 2027, they'll require a title too.
Okay. And insurance as well, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. You've been here long enough to know the answer to this. If you're in an accident on an e-bike or any other vehicle, what do you do?
Well, you contact the compassionate trained attorneys here at Vito and Dollenmaier Law. We've been handling cases like these, you in particular, Joe, for many years, and with the new regulations, we're well in touch with them. We're monitoring any updates. We're well aware of the bill being on the governor's desk, and as soon as it's signed, we will be prepared to tackle any new cases that may arise as a result of the new regulations.
Excellent, for sure. Definitely contact us if you've been in an accident. Now, we're going to get to something a little more near and dear to Carol's heart. You are a soccer aficionado. The World Cup's going on. Who do you like to take the whole thing?
I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. If you've watched any of the World Cup so far, you know that the French are looking absolutely fantastic, star-studded, so much depth off the bench. And Joe, I know you're a big lover of English culture and English football, but I think it's going across the channel this year.
I don't think so, buddy. It's coming home. England's going to take it all. Harry Kane's going to score the winning goal, maybe in penalties, maybe not.
I guess time will tell.
But England's going to take it all. But Carol, thank you so much for looking into this for us. We're going to keep our eye on it, and we really appreciate everything you've done. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Joe.